As you already know, we're discussing all the latest Fortnite news today. Let's get right into it. First up is Fortnite's new Chaos engine. I'm sure you guys knew it was coming because it's been talked about, but they finally put it in. You might not even have known it's in because it only made very few small changes. Gameplay of how it looks now. Okay, so as you saw, there's pretty much no changes when it comes to building. If you notice something, then it was really, really small. I didn't notice anything changing. But they did change up skins and especially capes. Like, look at this on screen. It's really different. Look at the way it flows now. So, as we just saw from the builds, there wasn't much that ended up happening to the builds, or pretty much anything at all for that matter. What I think they're doing is they're putting in the system now so that they can make slow changes, and especially so that they can check for bugs and anything like that. In that way, that they have this time period before the end of season 1 and we go into season 2. That way, when we go into season 2, it's completely ready to start doing anything crazy they want to do and make it more like we expected. It is called the Chaos engine. So what I think they're going to do is once we get to season 2, they're going to start immediately just spitting out rapid fire updates, making it way faster and more realistic. But right now, they're just going to try and keep it the way it was, make sure they can check for bugs, and make sure that it still feels like Fortnite, like they said they wanted to do. Okay, so I completely forgot to talk about the Love and War event. I'm editing it right now, and I just remembered that. So, the Love and War event is the 14-day Valentine event of this year. Last year we had something similar to this, but this one is way better in my opinion. We got two new skins in the same set. They're called the Mask set. They both have 3 edit styles. They should both be on screen here and here. We're also going to get one more skin. Also, they're adding community games. I like that they're continuing this. It's just a really cool way for them to interact with the community. But my only problem with this is I do wish they would add more small creators. Like, I understand not adding people on their first creation, but if they have a creation that has worked out, they should definitely be able to have a chance to put their stuff in, or if they're a more popular YouTuber. And when I say small, I mean people like you or me that have created good islands. I haven't created good islands, but if people have, they should have a chance to get into these community games versus people who are just, been doing this since creative came out. Okay guys, so also as a part of this Love and War event, they're bringing back the Fallen Love Ranger, which I think is awesome because there are a lot of people who just didn't have the time to get this skin when it was originally in. And now, depending on when they release it, it's going to have way more time. If they release it by 3rd day in to Love and War, that means people are going to have 11 days to buy it. That's way more than last year. And I personally was unable to get it before it came out of the shop, so I'm really glad that it's coming back. I'm definitely going to get it this time. It's just such a nice, clean skin. It goes so well with anything like dark. Any of back bling's dark. And the back bling, it goes so well with any dark skins. It just works so well together. And it's a really cool skin. So that's why I'm glad it's coming back. And it's not really this controversial because it was kind of a rare skin. And I remember back in Season 6, everyone was mad that Skull Trooper was coming back because it was rare. But this time people are like calming down, and that's good because it's a cool skin and I want people to be able to have it. Also, there's a Harley Quinn crossover for some reason. All they did so far was add in Harley Quinn with an edit style, 2 pickaxes, and I don't remember if they added in a backbling, but if they did, it'll be on screen right here. Okay, so I think we might get a game mode, but at the same time, if they're going to keep it in for longer than the Love and War event, that's going to be a lot of time in the feature section. Hopefully, in the item shop, they give it its own section like they did with Star Wars. That way we can have more things in the feature section. Because if this thing stays in for 15 plus days, that means there are going to be a lot of skins that could be in the shop that aren't going to be in the shop because this thing is taking it up. We might get a game mode, but I doubt it because Love and War is just going to last too long, and they have 2 different search and destroy modes. So it's definitely taking up all the slots as far as game modes go. So it might just be a skin crossover, but at the same time, that's what happened with Star Wars. We thought we just got a clone, a Stormtrooper, but then we got basically every character in the sequel trilogy. So yeah, it could end up being a lot more than it seems at eye level. So make sure you keep your eyes open for anything else in the Harley Quinn. Epic has unvaulted the launch pad. Now this is amazing, but sadly it's only in non-competitive modes, meaning the core, solo, duo, squads. What this is going to mean is we can actually have mobilities, which will make this season so much more fun. The engagements will actually happen more often now. And not to mention, getting away from zone is going to be so much easier. But what I think they're doing with it not being in competitive is they're just testing in the core game modes. I can tell you this one's going to take a lot longer than back in Season X. Back in Season X, they do it for like 2 days before they put it in competitive. At the most, a week. I'm going to guess this one probably won't come in until Season 2. But that doesn't matter. We have it in the core game modes, and that's all that matters right now. This is going to be way more fun than it was earlier, because now the games will go faster. You can get away from zone, and launch pads are just going to make this so much better. Not to mention, if this mobility does well, not only will they put it into the competitive game modes, but they might even start adding more mobility, which would mean that the game's only going to get faster and faster. But if they do it correctly and don't end up with doing what they did back in Season X, back in the first chapter, by the end of this chapter, we'll have a very fast-paced Fortnite that isn't terrible. Make sure to like if you enjoy the video, subscribe if you enjoy my channel, and comment down below your opinions on everything I discussed this video. Make sure to check out my Twitch, LMS_airstrikegamer. There's no one. Everything is live. I make sure that I plan my streams out, and I will stream more often. I'm trying to get more followers on it by the end of 2020, just like I'm trying to get more subscribers on YouTube. But besides that, that's it for this one. Airstrike Gamer, over and out.